Yes, so welcome you here live at the Catching All Sports Complex as it's match day. Mount Pleasant, your team, traveling today inside Montego Bay to face Humble Lion. And what a game this promises to be. Humble Lion at the foot of the table. And of course, Mount Pleasant at the summit, trying to regain this win streak after a blip, losing to Harborview, then a 6-2 thumping of Veer, and now they're back to play Humble Lion here at the Catching All Sports Complex as the announcer gives the starting team. So let's do the same. So in goal, number 30 Peter Harris, number 3 Jay Jamison, number 5 Afiba Chambers, number 7 Lamar Neal, number 12 O'Dane Murray, number 14 Gerald Neal Jr., number 17 Stephen Barnett, number 18 Lincoln Thompson, number 22 Kevin Graham, number 25 DeAndre Brown, and number 28 Ricardo Campbell. Of course, the coach for Humble Lion is Alex Thomas. Now we go to the starting lineup for Mount Pleasant. Number 1, we have Shaquan Davis. Number 15, Kyle Ming. Number 33, Shaquille Dwyer. Number 6, O'Dane Pennycook. Number 38, Shaquille Bradford. Number 14, Sule McCullough. Number 2, Gadale Irving. Number 12, Kivoni Bailey. Number 25, Raheem Edwards. Number 9, Daniel Green. And number 17, Jashon Anglin. Of course, the GOAT is Theodore Tapper Whitmore, the coach here. And we are just about ready to get the action underway. It's Jamaica Premier League action here. You're on Mount Pleasant FA TV, and it's Premier League action right here in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Windy conditions here, cool afternoon as the spectators trickle in for this clash that should promise some great things here. Of course, Humble Lion desperate, trying to get back, especially to claw their way out of the relegation zone. So we're just taking a shot of Nolan and Jump. These are national representatives, all from the Mount Pleasant team. Just came in the island today, returning from the failed attempt to qualify for the Under-17 World Cup. Nolan having a very good tournament there amongst the goals and assists. Jump got a goal in the second game as well. And just to show the work that's been done by this team here. Additionally, on the bench today, we have Claver Nugent, who is also one of those players from the academy, who is stepping up. So good transition being shown here as we get ready to go straight into the action for Premier League game. Of course, this is the finalization of this round, as some matches were played yesterday. And I think we're just about ready to get the action underway with Daniel Green standing over the ball here, getting ready to get us going as we prepare. So match day 26 gets underway as Anglin boots this one over to the left-hand side. Bailey takes it on the chest, but now it will be played out by Gerald Neal. Heads go up, Irving there with the header. Anglin coming inside, plays a ball to Green. Green still with the ball, and Chambers there with the interception to give a throw early to the Mount Pleasant team. So Irving now to take this throw. Comes to Bailey. Shoved off the ball there by Chambers inside Mount Pleasant. Now regains possession. And Bailey now chips this one long, looking for the run of Edwards, headed out by Neal. And Looks to be Neil playing in a more central position today, as they gave us Kevin Graham on the start list, but we've not seen him out there as Bailey now chips this one, he comes up, but the goalkeeper Harrison will collect and boot this one long, looking for the run of Stephen Barnett. Barnett chips it off the head, but Dyer will chase that one, keeps it in play, and now looks for a pass. Irvin now inside to McCullough, captain, plays it across to Ming. Ming, first touch, not the best, but manages to get it as far as Murray. Murray now, still O'Dane Murray, going down this Mount Pleasant left-hand side. Pennycook for company, Barnett there. And had he made contact, could have spelled trouble there for the Mount Pleasant team, but missed the ball completely there. And that goes out for a throw to the Mount Pleasant team, just at the corner flag there. So, good stuff from Murray. Barnett could have managed to make contact as Edwards now. Strong challenge, but the ball comes back inside to number 4 player, and Davis calls for it. So Shandal Anderson, the man there, playing in the wing-back position, number 4. And he would be the one who comes into the starting lineup ahead of Kevin Graham for the Humble Iron team. Here's McCullough. Chips this one forward with the left foot for Edwards to chase. Gerald Neal is there, knocks it inside, and throw again the verdict. Thompson with the final touch there. Inside now to McCullough, back to Irvin. Irvin controls and goes centrally all the way back to Pennycook. Pennycook looks ahead, tries to weigh his options. Ball now played over on the far side, and Bailey does well to control, but he's been hounded all the time by Anderson. Now chips it across towards the back post, headed out by Murray. And McCullough can't make contact, but Anglin will clean up. Now it comes back to Irvin. Irvin now chips this one inside, skips over the ball there. Here's Edwards, still ball comes as far as to Bailey. Bailey wants to chip it one time, but can't get it past the Humble Iron defender. Here is Anglin now, goes on that challenge. Referee says no, and referee Shaquane Barr, the official here, says get up and play. So here is back to Shaquan Davis, who controls centrally. So it's Mount Pleasant FA TV. You are watching us live. It's 3 minutes gone in the encounter. Remember to like, subscribe to the channel, share, so that others can get the content. This is where you get full matches for your Mount Pleasant team, and all the action, you can watch it over and over again. Here is McCullough under some pressure from the man Brown, but no pressure there as ball chipped over, but Murray comfortable in the end, and Mumble now on the ball with Jameson. Jameson inside to Afiba Chambers. Chambers will pass to Anderson. Here's Anderson. Still Anderson cuts inside, but Will almost lost it there, but now it's recovered by Mount Pleasant. Irvin inside to Green. Green now at the edge of the box. Here's Green now, sends it. Can Irvin get it across? But Peter Harrison does well to just palm it there and avert the danger for Humble Iron. And Murray now is on his way over the halfway line. Sees the run of Brown, but Brown was going in a different direction. So X's and O's there, not connecting, but some intent there show. Irvin now knocks this across. This one may go out for a throw. No, maybe the first touch for Bradford. First we're seeing him in the game, but he's on a hot streak. 11 goals, 2 goals in the last match versus Mullines. Here he's on the ball now, back to Anglin. Can Anglin chip it inside? Neil. Daniel Green now to knock it in the back of the net. And that's 1-0. Just 4 minutes gone. And he just calmly slotted that pass. Goalkeeper Harrison knocked it to the right of the goalkeeper. No chance there. And Mount Pleasant, after scoring 6 goals in their last match, continues from where they left off. It's Daniel Green to just slot that past Peter Harrison. Almost like a penalty there. And 1-0, the verdict. You'll see it on the replay. Ball comes inside. Just calmly slots it there. Pass Harrison. And just like that, it's Mount Pleasant 1, Humberland 0. Goal number 8 for the season. Here is Anderson now and just boots this one outside. And ball played inside with Edwards. Anderson there trying to dispossess him, but not successful. Here comes McCullough. Chips it across, finds Ming. Ming now cross to Bradford. Bradford back inside to Pennycook. King. Ming rather. Here comes Ming now. Cross to Dyer. Inside. So early pickings here, Mount Pleasant ahead. And of course, for those who may not know, Mount Pleasant, the team in blue, kicking from right to left. And Humber Lion, of course, in green, kicking from left to right. Here is Green now, the goal scorer. As Anglin chips this one over the top, can Bailey get there? Yes, he manages to get it in play. Ball now, chipped inside, he beats his man. Coming into good work there by Bailey, but can't get it past. Looks to be Gerald Neal, Lincoln Thompson rather. Couldn't get it across there. Did well to elude the defender, got inside the box, but was challenged there by the defender, and it's a corner kick to Mount Pleasant. So of course you're watching Mount Pleasant FA TV. 7 minutes gone in the fixture. 1-0 Mount Pleasant lead courtesy of a Daniel Green strike in the 5th minute. Ball comes across, flip to the back post. And Ming could make contact there. Could have been danger early. Not even 10 minutes yet in the piece. And that was a good opportunity for Mount Pleasant to make it 2. But here comes goal kick now. As some rearranging now. As Gerald Neal comes to the right hand side. Number 18, Thompson, has been called to come central. As heading now by McCullough. Here is Green. Bailey has seen a lot of the ball. Seems some strategy that they're coming down this left-hand side. All the balls have been coming down this left-hand side as we see Campbell just having a word with his coach. Maybe want some tactical adjustments to be made, and Coach Thomas agrees. And referee Barr asking for some attention to Peter Harris, the custodian. So let me just give you the officials. Seeing that there's a break now, let's give you the officials. So we have Shaquin Barr, who is the referee. Assistant referee 1, Jermaine Easing. Second assistant is Kemai Reed. Fourth official, Andre Farquharson. And the match commissioner, Gavin McNeil. As we see a pause in the action here. And as it stands, Mount Pleasant, they lead by a goal to 0. Daniel Green scoring in the 5th minute of play, just off the piece. So ball now inside to Pennycook. Goes across to Dyer. So Pennycook in for Cummings, who is not in the squad today. Played long-headed. Not far, but aerial now. They get it as far as midway their half. Chips inside, but Neal will take over here inside. Only as far as McCullough. McCullough back to Irvin. Irvin now chips this one inside. Edwards can't make connection, but oh, infringement there. Bailey was about to make contact, but referee Barr said that there was some infringement, and Humber Lion will come away with a free kick. So Humber Lion are trying to save relegation, rooted at the bottom of the table. Just 2 wins, and we confirm that, but not many wins in the campaign thus far, and that spells disaster for a team who is trying to stay in the league, as this one is chipped across over the head of Barnett and into the hands of Shaka and Davis. So here is Ball played over to Ming. Ming takes it inside, comes back with Pennycook. Back to Davis. Davis now will come. Irvin. Irvin looks inside, finds Green. Green gets by his man. Now Green chips this one over for the run of Bailey. Can Bailey get there before it goes out? Yes, he manages to keep it in place. Still Bailey. Now he wants to put a cross inside, goes to the back post, but nobody there but O'Dane Murray for Humble Iron now as Green comes back. Here is Gadale Irving. Just call that a pile in Jamaica. Just tips the ball over the head of the player in Jamaica. Here's Dyer now back to across to Pennycook. So turning on the skills here, the Mount Pleasant team in the middle of the pitch. Green, and then we saw Dyer. Here's a ball again over on this left-hand side. So obvious ploy to come down this left-hand side as Irving has a good cross on him inside, but missed there by Edwards. And referee says throw into Humble Lion. Good shape on that cross, but Edwards couldn't make the connection, and Coach Whitmore asking, what was that? Should have brought a save, at least a save out of Harrison. Harrison the goal there for Humble Lion. And match day 26. This is the first of a doubleheader here inside the Catching All Sports Complex. And Mount Pleasant, the league leaders, they lead in this game as well by a 0-0. Goal scored in the 5th minute by Daniel Green to give the team from St. Anne a 1-0 lead. Cool, breezy conditions here inside Catching All as Pennycook now gets this one to Ming, who can't manage to get this one. Now here comes Brown. Brown twisting and turning, still Brown. Twisting, turning, gets a ball across now. Can Jameson get it inside? Tame shot, and that one will fizzle wide. J. Jameson, the man there. Not the contact that he would have wanted, maybe hitting the turf, and just a tame shot past the right upright. And no challenge there for Mount Pleasant. Here comes now long ball headed out by Neil. So some tactical adjustments. Neil started in the central position. He's now playing at the wing back. Anderson has been pushed up to a winger as Davis now chips this one across. Irvin under some pressure, and this will win the ball, but Dyer now pays some attention to Brown. Brown can't keep it inside, and it's time now for a throw-in. Trying to assert themselves just deep inside here, deep inside the Mount Pleasant half, as Neil plays it inside. Can't get connection there from Lamar. Neil now knocked it inside. Edwards all the time under pressure from Campbell. Campbell does well to win the ball off Afiba Chambers as Angley now chips this one over for the run of Bradford, but good covering there by Murray, and Campbell clears it. Ming went for the volley, but that wasn't threatening, and always going wide there. So no challenge as we see. Just about 13 minutes, 14 minutes gone on the clock here as Mount Pleasant lead by a 0-0. Here is Ricardo Campbell. Plays this one inside to Barnett. Barnett seems to have been fouled by Pennycook. Referee agrees, and free kick the verdict here as Humble Lion now try to assert themselves to get back in this game. Barnett plays it inside, but Irvin will boot this one away. Campbell had to connect there. If he had missed, would have been danger. Here is Daniel Green, dispossessed. Afiba Chambers now for Humble Lion, inside to Brown. Here is Brown, plays this ball back to Chambers, over on the right-hand side. Can't get it past Dyer, still Chambers. Now the back heel only manages to get it to Anglin for Mount Pleasant, and Anglin now doing some shielding there, trying to protect the ball from going outside. Anglin now, and he wins the throw off Brown. So did well there, Mount Pleasant, too. Just calmly protecting the lines And one a throw which Irvin will now take in the 15th minute here. Pushed in the back, still pushing him on the ground there. And now the referee obliges, and free kick now to be taken. Irvin plays it across to Pennycook. Pennycook now sees Bradford, who comes all the way back. Still Bradford with the ball, comes inside now to Ming. Ming back to Pennycook. Pennycook will come across to Shaquan Davis. Davis looking for options, playing and twisting around, comes to Irvin, and cheeky stuff, but they lose the ball there. But Irvin now wins back the ball. Still Neil, and Neil heads it out there. So Shaquan Davis a little bit casual there, too casual for the liking of his teammates. And Captain McCullough saying to him, listen, don't play around with the football, as this one now is sent high, headed out by Humble Lion. High boot there from Green. Ming now comes through the middle, still Ming. Irvin chips it across for the run of Edwards. Can Edwards make connection? Yes, he does. Edwards now inside the 18-yard box, wants to shoot, but here comes angling now, still angling. Player tumbles under a challenge. Chambers angling now, knocks it inside. Oh, and can't make the connection. Here is Neil for Humble Lion, but McCullough will intercept. Here it comes as far as to Edwards, but he can't get the shot there. And the referee says play on, as this one now is booted long for Stephen Barnett to chase, and he will lose the race here. Running track is close to the field, but he would not have won the race even if he were on the running track, as this one now is played over to Gadale Irvin. Irvin now inside to Daniel Green. So finding spaces easily, this Mount Pleasant team, both horizontally and vertically. Here is Kivoni Billy. Can he put it inside? Comes across and going over the bar there. Lincoln Thompson must have been counting and praying that that would not have been an own goal. And it resulted in a corner here for the Mount Pleasant team as we approach 18 minutes in the piece. So Mount Pleasant here in blue. They are first in the league, playing against Humble Lion, who are rooted at the foot of the table. So as this one now is chipped across, Edwards misses, and the referee says it's a goal kick, a free kick rather, based on the infringement there on the goalkeeper, Peter Harris. And so Dyer inside to angling. Ming drives forward to the middle of the field. Ming setting up himself, but now he comes all the way across with Bradford, who has switched over on his left-hand side, chips it inside. Edwards, it's down, but not on target there. So Bradford now switch over to the left-hand side. Bailey, two wingers here being used, deployed on both flanks, just making it interesting for the defenders, changing the matchups as Thompson now to Neil. Neil fouled by Bradford, and free kick the verdict here. So Mount Pleasant steering their way here to another positive result, but it's early going yet and anything can happen. But based on the form, you would fancy the team from St. Anne to come away with a win here. But football is played on the pitch and not on paper, as this one is played all the way back. Pennycook heads this one. Brown tries to control, comes as far as to Anderson. Anderson inside to Lamar Neal. Lamar Neal spreads it across to O'Dane Murray. Murray back to Neal. Neal now will knock it to Campbell. Campbell will see Thompson dropping off deep, but he wants to go forward. But now he resorts to get it to Thompson. Thompson can look wide to Gerald Neal, but goes back to Peter Harrison. Harrison now controls, knocks it across to Campbell. So just trying to get some bouts of possession. Here is Harrison now under pressure from Green. Just boots this one long, but only comes as far as Kivoni Bailey. He did see that Harris was off the line, but didn't get it under control quick enough. Here it comes across, and that looks like a handball. Penalty the verdict. Yes, it did it in on the hand. trying to move away, and the hand was away from the body. Just as how he's remonstrating now, the ball hit him on the hand. And as they would say, that's a stonewall penalty. The only problem is Mount Pleasant has not been doing very well. Nicholas Nelson, the man who has been their most prolific penalty taker, not on the field right now, not even in the squad today. And Daniel Green was already 1 goal in this piece, is given the responsibility to put his team 2-0 ahead. Peter Harrison is a very good goalkeeper. So let's see how this will go. We are in the 21st minute. Penalty, the verdict here. Handball from Ricardo Campbell, still protesting as it were. Not sure if he wants to go in the book this early, because the penalty is a foregone conclusion. So here comes penalty now, and some argy-bargy on the edge of the box as we wait for this penalty now. So Daniel Green now keeps his eyes on the ball, staying focused. Peter Harris in the goal, wants to come up big for his team. What will happen now? Here is Green. Comes to the side, he stutter steps. Here's Green and knocks it. Same spot that he scored the first goal, and almost from the identical spot. Maybe the first goal was a dress rehearsal for this penalty, because when you look at the replay, almost the carbon copy of the goal he scored in the 5th minute to give Mount Pleasant a 2-0 lead here after 22 minutes in the fixture. And we will have to check the stats, because Mount Pleasant must be the team that has been awarded the most penalties in this competition. Almost a penalty per game. And believe it or not, they have missed 7 penalties since this competition started. So it's 2-0 here in favor of the league leaders. Mount Pleasant and Humble Lion are really looking deeper and deeper down in a trench at the bottom of the table. And it's 2-0 here in favor of Mount Pleasant as Irving. And they don't seem to be relenting here, as this one now is chipped down the left-hand side. Bradford now to take on Thompson. Here's Bradford, plays it across inside to Irving. Can he get it across? Inside the box, here's Green. Just allows it to run behind him. Neil now will have to take evasive action. But Pennycook retreats for Mount Pleasant. Inside to McCullough, across to Anglin. So Mount Pleasant pushing the pace here as if they want to get more goals and get them quickly. But can Humble Lion put up some resolve here? Here is, show some resolve. Here is Edwards. Ming. Still Ming. Chips it across, and it comes across to Bradford. Now Bradford gets inside the box, plays it across to the penalty spot. Bailey couldn't get the shot here. McCullough now opts to pass. Should come back to Pennycook. It does. As Mount Pleasant in charge here. Dominating possession. Leading on the scoreline. Humble Lion just frantically trying to get their lines cleared, as McCullough now chips this one across. Always free on this left-hand side as this one comes inside hard, but missed there by Edwards. Needed a good clean contact there to turn it into something, as bundled off the ball there is Brown. And referee says, get up. Thought there was an infringement, but referee said no, as this one now is stripped inside. Bradford turns well, but now he's dispossessed by Thompson, who just boots it. Anywhere will do right now for Humble Lion, who probably can't wait for the halftime whistle to come, but it's just midway the first half. So lots of action left in this half, and Humble Lion already steering down the barrel, and some substitutions being lined up here as ball comes inside now. Coming to Barnett, who is giving up a throw to Mount Pleasant. Here is Green. Chips this one down the line. Here's Green, still Green. And challenge. Here's still at the corner flag. And showing the verdict here as angling the man, it stays down. Seem to be a knock on the knee there, and he gets up now as the medic was on his way, but obviously some discomfort there. It's heavily wrapped, and really one of the mainstays in this team, and you know, they're showing the effects of the miles of running as Irving now attempts to throw this one inside. Ball headed out by Humble Lion, right on the volley from angling, but Harrison did well to get behind it. Not much power on it, more placement, so that will count as a shot on target and will go in the save column for Peter Harrison in goal for Humble Lion. So 2-0 the score here, 26 minutes gone, heading into 27 minutes. Daniel Green at the double, scored in the 5th minute in open play, just about 12 yards, and then scored from 12 yards in the 21st minute to give Mount Pleasant a 2-0 lead. Daniel Green wearing number 9 but playing in the number 10 role for the team in blue. As you join us now, you are watching Mount Pleasant FA TV. Substitutions being made. Let's see what's happening here. Number 19, Deshaun Plunkett, is coming in, and coming out, let's see what the substitution will be. So Plunkett coming in. Number 8 is out. So number 8 is in, Karim Bryan, and number 19, Deshaun Plunkett, and out is number 4, Anderson, and number 7, Lamar Neal. So early changes here from the coach, and 2-0 down. Something has to be done, and let's see if these changes will change anything other than the players on the field. Here is angling, and it went out, so a throw. So it's sort of difficult as a player when you're substituted that early, but new player not yet warming up to the action, dispossessed early. Karim Bryan, as Bradford down, will play this one across, gets it to Irving. Green is making a run outside, but Neal manages to head it away. Bradford comes, if it goes out, it will be a throw into Humble Lion, and now referee Yising obliges, and showing 28 minutes now. So 2 substitutions made by Humble Lion, and it will be a long walk around for these 2 players to walk past the stands here, having been substituted so early in the piece, as Green now comes inside to Anglin. Anglin always been challenged there, and good tackle there as Murray now motors through the middle of the field, passes, trying to get the run off Brown. Brown tumbles over, still looking for a call from the referee, but not getting it. Here is Irving now, down the left-hand side, still Irving. Irving, can he get it inside now? He knocks it across to Edwards, back to Green. Green on the outside to Irving. Return to Green. Green wants to make a pass. McCullough is there, and now he receives. Now angling back to Pennycook, moving it from side to side, but Pennycook looks inside to angling, and they will recycle, as it were. Comes back to Dyer, and he's now shaping to this left side. Here is Daniel Green, back to Pennycook. Pennycook sees Ming. Ming over on the right hand side. Can he put across? No. And just off the wrong part of the boot there, and went outside for a throw to Humble Lion. So just about half an hour gone. You're just joining us. It's 1-0. It's 2-0 in favor of Mount Pleasant. Daniel Green with the 2 goals, as Edwards now under challenge from the substitute Plunkett. But Bailey now plays this one across to Bradford, lines up but can't get it past Neal. Neal seems to have got, and Irving! But that one parried away there by Peter Harrison, and good skills shown by Kivoni Bailey, but couldn't get past Murray. So Harrison had to make a save there. Shot from Irving, just about 22 yards out. but manages to keep the score at 2-0 as Anderson and Lamar Neal slowly make their way to the bench here after being substituted. Here is Irvin. Low corner inside, comes as far as Edwards, and that one will trickle wide. With 4 on target, 2 goals. No shots on target yet for Humble Lion, as the referee now comes to his pocket for a yellow card, and that looks to be Jamison, who just talked his way into a yellow card. Coach not pleased. Discipline of the team now going, and yellow card there. Must be something he said, as nothing, play wasn't near him, but referee Ball having none of it and produces a yellow card, and I think the assistant is calling him over, so we focus our attention on the assistant here. Something seems to be amiss, and so Ball, so Yising just, let's see what the referee will do, if anything will change. But the yellow card was just shown to Jay Jamison, and so Mount Pleasant to restart, and that they do. Ming now just on the halfway line, chips this one forward, looking for Green, headed out by Thompson. Plunkett can't get it past Green. Here is Anglin, still angling on the ball. Now goes over on the right hand side, finds Ming. Ming inside to Green. Green back to Anglin. Anglin to Makala. Makala back to Anglin. Still Anglin. Chips this one across, but forcing Irvin back all the time as Dyer now controls. Pass to Irvin. Irvin outside to Bailey. Bailey now makes a run inside. Still Bailey can't get it to Green as Barnett now takes this one on the chest. A rear attack for Humberland. What can they make of it? Now he chips it forward for Jamison. Jamison now wants to get inside the box. Now he shoots, but still off target there. He had a tame shot earlier in the piece. Went past the right upright. This time peeling away from the left upright. Needed to go off the inside of the boot, but went outside, and still 2-0 the score here in favor of Mount Pleasant, as we 34 minutes gone here. Green tackled up by Chambers. Makala pushes as the ball is inside now, and Mount Pleasant will recover. Here is Bailey, chips it inside. Thompson boots it long upfield. Makala controls on the tie. Now he's being hounded by Brown, who wins the ball. Trying to feign an injury there, but referee not interested. Here is Humble Lion. Ball played across, but intercepted there by Kyle Ming. And it comes back to Ricardo Campbell. Campbell to Murray. Murray now under some pressure. And Chambers will recover for Humble Lion. Here is Chambers now coming inside. Knocks it across to the substitute. Brian now, and that's a NFL type punt there. So the referee would have to put 2 hands in the air, and that was a punt here. Target yet for the Humble Lion team. 35 minutes gone. 2-0 the score here, as free kick now to be taken, goal kick. Davis. Headed out by Campbell. Anglin couldn't control. Here's Brian again, the substitute. So has been on the ball since coming in. Brown chips this one across for Jamison to chase. Jamison will keep it in play. Brian makes a run outside. Jamison now chips it inside, but Barnett can't get there. Miscued by Pennycook, and Dyer plays it. Jamison can shoot again, but now he opts for the back post, and safety first there from Kyle Ming, as Jamison maybe not confident enough to take the shot again based on the result of the last shot. Opted for the chip to the back post, but Ming knocked it across for the first corner to Humble Lion all the way in the 36th minute. So this now corner kick to be taken, looks to be by the man Murray, the captain. Murray, poor corner, came low. Brian did well to keep control. Can he do better on the second attempt? Yes, he gets by one. Can he get this one across? Chips it high to the back post, and Neil got a boot on it. Comes back inside the midway Mount Pleasant half. Still good turn there by Plunkett. Still Plunkett, but didn't manage to get it past. So the counter attack is on now. Anglin plays this one across for the run of Edwards, but maybe the wrong decision there. Could have gone to his right or to his left, and that was the coach is saying. Why go vertical when you could have made a diagonal pass and then come across to the runner through the middle, and maybe that would have been more effective, but petered out there into a tame counter attack as we approach 8 minutes left in the half plus any stoppages. Referee Bar wishes to add, and it's 2-0 in favor of Mount Pleasant. Daniel Green with the both goals, 5th and 21st minute. Here is Murray, back to Campbell. Campbell has Harrison and Thompson. Afiba Chambers also there, but he chooses to go long, trying to get Barnett. Barnett can't get by Pennycook, and the referee spots the infringement. Pennycook was holding him all the time, and actually the call goes against Barnett, and Barnett is saying the same thing. Well, he was holding me as well. So referee Ball says the free kick will go to the team in blue. They are the league leaders, and they're in charge here. Just about 7 minutes away from the break. Here is Bailey, referee. Head contact there. And Neil Booth high. And the medics call into action here as we see the players being treated on the pitch. So action continues here at the Catchinall Sports Complex in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Mount Pleasant FATV. Mount Pleasant leading 2-0 here is Edwards coming through the center, trying to get McCullough going. Cut out here, and Humble Lion now with Chambers. Plays it over the top for Jamison, who has been there and thereabouts in the game. And guess that's the commentator's curse. Took his eye off the ball there and getting a real heckling from the fans. And didn't manage to keep it in play as Ming plays this one. Here comes Mount Pleasant now with Bradford. Back over on the right-hand side. Here's Bradford still coming. Bradford inside the box now. Plays it across to the edge of the D. Daniel Green couldn't control well for the hat-trick. And he was lining up to go to the same position from which he scored both goals this afternoon. But first touch let him down on that occasion. Here is Irvin as they come again. Chips this one inside. Edwards trying to get across Campbell, which he did. Comes back to Irvin. Irvin now being hounded all the while. McCullough now. Still McCullough, and the referee says infringement now. So here is a player down. Looks to be Bradford. And just a little large barge there between Irvin and McCullough in terms of where that ball should have gone. And we break again for an injury. So here's the ball now booted long upfield as we resume action. And Irving. Still Irving. Now he boots it away, but only comes as far as to Plunkett, the substitute. Trying to be cheeky there, but couldn't beat McCullough. McCullough, bad pass, but gets back the ball. Here is Bailey now on the outside. Bailey plays it inside to McCullough. Comes across to Ming. Pennycook will make the run to the outside, and Ming can use him if needed, twisting and turning. Now he goes to Pennycook. Pennycook now may have to go back to Davis, but that pass is blocked, so he comes in the middle and now goes vertically to try to get the run off Green. Cut out there by Thompson. So 2-0, lots of stopping and starting injuries, mainly to Mount Pleasant players. Just some little niggles as Ming plays this one inside to Bradford. Goes down on that challenge, and another foul, another free kick to Mount Pleasant. Referee, fourth official, Farquharson. 3 minutes for the first half stoppage time here, as Irving looks inside to McCullough. Maybe we'll go back, yes, to Dyer. Dyer across to Irving. Here comes Irving now. Comes to the outside. Here comes Bailey, but Neil does well to win the ball there as McCullough steps in now and breaks up play. Here's Daniel Green on the ball. Wants a call, but referee says no. Here is Plunkett, the substitute. Can't get it to Brown. Cut out there well by the man Irving. 2-0 the scoreline here. Mount Pleasant lead. Daniel Green with a brace as he's chipped forward. Headed out by Pennycook. Comes as far as to Chambers. Chambers now with Brian. Brian now beats his man inside. Chips it across. Comes to Murray. Murray does well to elude the defender. Chips it on the outside to find Stephen Barnett. On the edge of the box here is Barnett. Wants to play it inside. Now it comes back to Afiba Chambers. Up to Plunkett, but cut out now by Mount Pleasant. It's going to be a chase between Thompson and Edwards. Edwards and Thompson. And Thompson does well to allow his team to regroup. Mount Pleasant want to restart quickly, but Humble Lion should regroup by now. Here is Kivoni Bailey to Green. Back to Bailey. Bailey now plays this one across over the head there of Bradford, and Murray with all the time and real estate to get it out. Jamison will come deep for it. Back to Campbell. So just settling themselves here, trying to consolidate going into the halftime. The substitutes came in. They have settled things a bit. Brian has looked imposing in terms of trying to dictate play, and he has seen a lot of the ball, so maybe getting the desired result. Did play one or two passes inside as Plunkett now seemed to be a tricky customer, confident player on the ball as Brown. So Humble Lion with a good spell of position here with two players as still here is Brown. Now chips it inside, trying to get Chambers. Chambers will twist and turn. We'll have to go back to Thompson. Thompson goes across now to Jamison. Jamison will... So the best spell of possession here, and now it's broken up as Bradford takes over from Mount Pleasant. Here is the player inside, Ming. Ming now turns, goes forward, still Ming. Still Ming. Runners now going, still Ming. Still Ming chips it across, but Bailey will come at the back post. What will Bailey do? Chips this one across towards the back post. Gonna be far for Edwards, so Edwards will have to control and try to restart the attack. But Jamison did well, and now he's fouled. But the referee says no foul because it's half time. And after 45 minutes plus stoppages, the score we have here at the Catching All Complex, it's Mount Pleasant 2, Humble Lion 0. Daniel Green the goal scorer. Both goals coming from the right boot of Daniel Green. 5th minute from 12 yards. 21st minute from the penalty spot to give the league leaders a 2-0 win. Lead rather over the team who is rooted at the bottom of the table. So at halftime here in Montego Bay, it's Mount Pleasant 2, Humble Lion 0. The substitute plays this one inside, but boxed out there by Ming was Barnett. Couldn't get So here's the ball now. Campbell boots this one high. Still in play. Marshall now. Still Marshall trying to get by the man Campbell. So Marshall now cuts. Marshall now just plays it to Anglin. Anglin looks cross field and boots the ball across. Can Bailey keep it in play? Yes, gets it to Irvin. Irvin under challenge there from Plunkett. And Umberland will win the throw. But played quickly now for Plunkett to chase. But he's boxed out again. Just getting the body there between the ball and the man defending 101. And pushing the back there by a FIBA Chambers. Nothing, says the referee. Is Jameson now. Now dispossessed by Anglin, who gets it to Edwards. Green now with a ball to the right-hand side. Here comes Edwards, but too tame there for Harrison. Probably should have let that run to Anglin, who maybe would have been in and goal. But that Edwards always with an eye for goal and wants to take the shot when necessary. And you can't falter forward for that. Here is Neil now with a good run inside, chips it across. But meat and drink there for Davis in goal. For Mount Pleasant. Here comes. Can he win this one? Alex does well. Marshall now he knocks it inside to Anglin. Really a pass that caused him to stretch, but Anglin does well to win back the ball. And now, instead of playing the ball, he was quarreling. And because of that, he lost concentration. And results in a goal kick. So, comedy of errors there, really. He lost the ball, he won back the ball, but he stopped now to remonstrate with the player. And got the ball out. So now you will be spoken to by the coach. Clash of heads here, and Mount Pleasant concede a foul. So we're at the Catching All Sports Complex. It's match day 26. Leaders Mount Pleasant, they lead this contest by 2-0. Goals scored in the first half, both goals scored by Daniel Green. And just about 50 minutes gone, we have had more stoppages than time played in the second half thus far. As it's a ball now inside. Marshall now boots this one wide. Can Bailey win that one? Here's Bailey now. Can he get past the player? Bailey going down the line, but under pressure all the time. Does well to get by the defender. Plays it inside, but cut out there by a FIBA Chambers. So good diagonal ball. Bailey took a while to get it under control. Got by the player, but good defending there as a group. As now Edwards does well to feint, plays this one across inside the penalty. Here comes Alex Marshall, controls well. Here's Marshall now, will go outside. No, he goes for goal! What a goal from Alex Marshall! That's vintage Alex Marshall. He feint inside, then unleashed with a left footer. Rocket pass Peter Harrison in goal. No chance there for the custodian from Humble Lion. And that's 3-0. 3-0 for Mount Pleasant. And that was one from the history books from the man Alex Marshall. Mount Pleasant 3, Humble Lion 0. And that was a good one. Just coming on in the second half. And as you see here on the replay, unleashes a left foot drive. Slam pass Harrison, who had no chance in the Humble Lion goal, as that activates the substitutes now. Jamison, Harrison, Thompson, Ming again. Marshall did well here. Defensive work, good defensive work here. As he now plays this one inside to Edwards. Moves it along to Green, who plays it back to Edwards. Can Edwards get the goal here? Good save by Harrison. Good stuff there by the goalkeeper. Good combination play between Green and Edwards. He got by the defender, but couldn't pass Harrison, who came up with a good save. And despite the 3-0 lead for Mount Pleasant, still has been having a good game in between the sticks. That's the second solid save, which would have been a sure goal. And more substitutions coming. We are in Montego Bay. Former Montego Bay player about to come on. Here is the ball played across and booted out by Humble Lion. So let's look. Harvey, the man, Alwyn Harvey, is going to come on. Also, Shemar Smith came over from Montego Bay and joined Mount Pleasant, so will be known. Oh, and that's should be a yellow card here. And Ming, the man there, really put the ball through his legs and didn't allow him to pass. So if the ball passes, don't allow the man to pass. So 27. Shamor Smith is going to come on. And Alwyn Harvey also coming on. So just waiting to see the players that will exit.
So player number 12.
So Kimoni Bailey out. Shamor Smith. And Smith, of course, came over to Mount Pleasant just in January from Montego Bay United. So would be known here by the home fans in Montego Bay. And then also coming off number 25, Raheem Edwards, and Alwyn Harvey will join Sule Makala in the middle of the pitch as Smith now goes over on the left-hand side. Looks to be Daniel Green, who is going to play in that number 9 role. And Anglin moves to the number 10. So Alwyn Harvey comes alongside Sule Makala in what would be the number 8 position. So action to restart here. Ball played over the top, headed by Ming. Now Makala, still not clear, but Marshall now does well and gives them a throw. And that's the impact of a goal, getting a goal there. You see the spring in his step. As now, but now it's stuttering. Here is a ball now played by Harvey. Comes as far as to Green. Green back to Alex Marshall. Marshall now knocks it inside to Harvey. Harvey controls, pulls it away. Here's Harvey now up to Anglin. Anglin can come across to Marshall, but he does well to keep it in. Was a bad pass. Was a bad pass. Marshall did well to keep it in play, but then on the second touch, couldn't manage to get by Murray, who was attentive. So here is Murray now, the captain for Humble Lion, as they trail 3-0 in this game. They are sitting at the foot of the Premier League table and need something to get them from that part. Here is a ball, and he is fouled by Pennycook. Number 25 player there, Brown. He had a headband on in the first half. Seems as if he has ditched the headband and trying to change up things, so to speak. So he has won a foul. A free kick for his team as Brian, who was a first half substitute, who came onto the field, is lining up to take this one for the Humble Lion team. Here is Brian. Plays this one inside, headed out by Makala. Chambers knocks it back to Plunkett. Plunkett now inside the box, and Ming will just shield this one out, using his body well to protect the ball and win a goal kick, which Irving will advance the ball up the field now. Comes to Daniel Green, who chips it one time to Smith. Here is Smith now. Smith with some pace, pushes by the player, but just shoved to the turf there. And just a welcome to the game there, as another Humble Line player goes down just at the halfway line. And, well, was motionless for a moment until we saw him come up now. The player Plunkett. He came on in the first half, so probably not as fit as he needs to be, and it seems as if they're asking for him to be substituted, which would mean that he came on as a substitute and is about to be substituted. Not sure. Yes, and he's back on the turf again, so probably not fit enough. Here is ball inside now. Comes to Brian. Brian Thompson. Can't get it past Harvey, who wins a throw and plays it to Daniel Green. Comes back to McCullough. McCullough comes all the way to Ming. Ming sees the runners, but Marshall will receive on the left side. Chips this one now inside, going up for Green, headed out by Thompson. Smith now can turn. Could have a shot if he can beat the player. Pull down in the box, but the referee says that one is soft. Here comes Gerald Neal Jr. Tries to get it to Barnett. Barnett all the way back, but that was a bad pass. Almost intercepted there by Green, but fortune favors the brave there, as this one is tripped across now with Murray over on the line. Being challenged now by two Mount Pleasant players, and Marshall does well to win the ball. Picks his pocket, so to speak. Marshall now plays it into Green. Green wants to turn from a defender. Anglin! But that peels away from the right upright there. Good stuff again as we look at the substitutions. So number 3 off, Jamison. Cleo Clark on. And I suspect number 19 will be coming off. Plunkett. And so Cleo Clark and James Thomas. Dr. Thomas is on. And the doctor will need a lot of miracles here, as headed now. 64 minutes gone in the piece here. Mount Pleasant lead by 3-0. Mount Pleasant in blue. You are watching Mount Pleasant FA TV. Remember to like, to subscribe, to share, so that others can get the content as Harvey loses out there in the midfield, comes back. Here is a challenge by Anglin. And players, Brian does well. And now the referee, 3 different players try to take it off him, but he does well. Here's now comes across inside to Stephen Barnett. Barnett inside to Brown. Brown tries to turn, but goes on that challenge by Harvey. Harvey back to Green. Green now to Harvey. Harvey chips it across as far as to Gadale Irving. Smith is making a run on the outside. Irving will play him now. Here is Smith now, cuts inside. Can Smith get across in? Ball comes across, headed out by Campbell. Comes as far as to Harvey. Has a shot on him, but won't be able to shoot from here. Here's McCullough. Back to Irving. Irving now shapes up to make a cross, chips it inside, but Harris will collect this one. Too close to the goalkeeper there, and he boots this one long for the man Brown to chase. Brown does well to take it on the chest. Here's Brown going on the right hand side, wants to play Irving, but nothing doing there. Irving just pushes out the left boot and manages to get it away. Ball now with plays it inside. Green pushed off the ball there by Thompson. Comes all the way back, but only as far as to Harvey for Mount Pleasant to recycle. Now Green and a hat-trick here, having scored 2 goals in the first half. Comes across field. Now sees the run of Marshall, who turns. Marshall now looking hungry once more, but he plays it across, but cut out there by the defender. Comes back to Smith again on the outside, just on the edge of the box there. Back to Anglin. Anglin will turn, shoot, and Peter Harrison will gobble that one up. Straight down the throat of the goalkeeper there, and not much for the goalkeeper to do but collect cleanly. And despite the score line, good enough goalkeeper to collect that there. So 66 minutes we have on our clock as Mount Pleasant lead this game by 3-0. Heading for their 15th win in 16 games. As Pennycook now goes back to Davis. Davis controls, goes inside to McCullough. McCullough across, but a bad pass, but manages to get to Harvey. Harvey now plays this one to Ming. Ming motors upfield, still Ming. Ming pushing forward, does well, drives past one player. Now to Marshall. Marshall now wants to cut inside. On his favored left foot, still Marshall. Now he lays it across for Anglin. Can't turn to shoot. Asking for a penalty there. Won't get that. Won't get that. As this one now comes across, but Harvey sticks out a leg to block it. Humble Lion still can't clear their lines. Headed back by Smith. Now it comes to Murray, who wants to get Brian going, and referee obliges, but to the disgust of the Mount Pleasant faithful here. Referee says that's a free kick as it comes now to Barnett. Goes back to Campbell. Campbell will come across to Thompson. Thompson now goes wide to Daryl Neal. Neal wants to go forward. He gets by Smith. Can he get by Irving? No. And throwing the verdict as we approach 69 minutes here in the encounter. Mount Pleasant FATV. It's round 26. Mount Pleasant, your team, versus Humble Lion. And already commanding position here for Mount Pleasant. They lead the encounter by 3-0. Here is Brian. Can't get it past Alex Marshall. Here comes McCullough now. Here's McCullough. Chips it inside, trying to get Smith on the ball, but cut out by Humble Lion. Comes as far as to Cleo Clark. Cleo Clark now can't get past McCullough. Ming now will play forward to McCullough. Here comes McCullough now, comes inside. Still McCullough on the ball. Run made outside, but he turns inside. Angling back to McCullough. Chips it across to Alwyn Harvey. Harvey now will go to Dyer. Dyer across to Irving. Irving inside to McCullough. So just trying to consolidate some possession here as Ming now inside the center circle. We'll see the pass and opts to go back. Still twisted and turning Ming. Now he comes to the man Sule McCullough and comes across for the second touch. Comes for the ball again. Receives from Pennycook. He's going to go back. No. Here he comes now across to Pennycook. Still Pennycook. Will he go back to the goalkeeper? Pennycook with a poor pass there. Dispossessed by Clear Clark. Ball now with James Thomas, who knocks it to Brown. Brown now. Can he get by Dyer and take a shot? But good try there. But Dyer did well to use the body and just get him off balance. And the referee will attend now to Davis again. So lots of stoppages for injuries in this game. Substitutions to be made here for Mount Pleasant. So number 80, Shaquan Davis, will be coming out. And number 1, Tafari Chambers, will be coming in.
Player number 80, Shaquan Davis, will be replaced by player number 1, Tafari Chambers.
Also another change for Mount Pleasant. Anglin seems to be the man moving towards the touchline.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So number 17, Anglin, and coming in, number 20, Jabari Howell.
Player number 17, Jashan Anglin, will be replaced by 16-year-old Jabari Howell from the Mount Pleasant Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Welcome, number 16 from the Mount Pleasant Academy, Jabari Howell.
And as you heard there from the announcer, 16-year-old Jabari Howell
I want to take the time out
comes in
to say big respect and well done to the national under-17 team.
Here comes Ming. Here's Harvey. Boots this one long upfield for Smith to chase. Can Smith keep it inside? Yes. Here comes Smith now. Plays it. Oh, and it beats the run of Irving as Harvey now inside to McCullough. McCullough Feigns, but inside now to the substitute. Howell still pushing inside. Lively player there. Here comes Irving. Can he get it inside? Comes as far as to Smith. Smith now comes back to Irving. Irving comes to Smith again. Here is Smith. Smith plays it across to Harvey. Harvey, can he shoot? But too high and wide. Should have done better there. Had more time and space and rushed the kick there as if he was under pressure. And when he connects, normally gets them right. Action resumes here as Marshall pushed off the ball there by Murray. Seems as if he was buying the call, but no, stays on the ground. And that's really the story of the second half. As we said, more stoppages than active play. And Mount Pleasant just meandering along. Now Humberline will make a change. Number 13 comes in and he replaces Afiba Chambers, and the name there, Denzel Watson, number 30. Looks to be another youngster as well. So the youngsters coming out in the piece here as Ming forces through the middle here. Alvin Harvey turns away from the player, goes outside to Alex Marshall. Took his eye off the ball, but now plays the ball. Can Ming play it one time, and now a corner one there. Wanted to just cross it one time, but defender alert to the danger there, and only manages to concede a corner as Irving will come across to take this one. So by our watch, just about 71 minutes gone,
This Thursday,
and
we return to Draxall, where we will face Chapelton Maroon.
ball now chipped inside. It go up and just wide. Makala the man there, just wide. Sule Makala came for one of his trademark goals, but he wasn't to be tonight. Just wide there off the right upright. And watch as play continues. Ball now comes all the way back to Tafari Chambers for his first touch. And bowls this one out now to the man Irving. Inside to Howell. Howell now forces inside. Still Howell with a probing run. Howell still trying to, and shoots and into the back of the net. Youngster Howell. Shot to goal. It took a deflection. Peter Harris couldn't respond. And the 16-year-old beaming with confidence unleashed a right foot drive. 27 yards out. Took a deflection of the Humberline player. Peter Harris had no chance in goal. And guess what? That's Humberline 0. Mount Pleasant 4. And all the youngsters have been doing well. Celestine, we saw him coming in, he scored. Nolan coming in, he scored. And Claver Nugent last week versus Mullines got an assist. And now Jabari Howell gets himself on the score sheet. 4-0 here. The score line. So here is Brown. Ball goes through the foot of the substitute there. Not Denzel Watson, the man there. Here's Green. Almost forgot about Green as he now gets by this player. Comes now, Howell again. Pushing through the middle of the field as Smith now. Smith on the outside, still Smith does well to get by the player. Kenny chips it one inside and it's corner kick. So they are coming raid after raid after raid. And Humberline must be begging for the final whistle here with about 18 minutes by our watch left to be played in this encounter. So not out of the woods as Mount Pleasant now with another corner kick. Green chips this one inside. Peter Harris punches. Ball comes as far as to Brown. Plays it for Thomas. Thomas lays it off for Watson. Watson can't get back to plunk it as Pennycook now intercepts. Plays this one inside to Ming. Ming sees the run of Alex Marshall, but he chips this one across. Ming can't get it, and he's offside. Should have passed the ball there to Alex Marshall, but Green offside and played now down the middle of the pitch. Here comes Cleo Clark inside, comes as far as to Barnett, was come all the way back, playing in a defensive midfield position. Here is Brian, cut out by McCullough. McCullough now goes all the way back to Pennycook, who goes to Chambers. Chambers not taking any chances, boots this one long upfield for the run of Shamor Smith. What can Smith do here now? Not controlling as well. Now he brings it under control. Now Smith runs past one, but bounce off the ball there. Nothing, says the referee. Shoulder to shoulder is the call. Here is Al Harvey. Goes wide now to Marshall. Marshall comes inside the player, plays it across, finds Owil again. Off the left foot now, but that one won't beat. Now straight into the chest. Peter Harris throws it to Kyle Ming. What will he do now? Here's Ming. Cuts it inside to Harvey. Harvey comes further across. Can't get Smith there on the ball. Smith will need to do some work defensively. Can he get back to Neal? Now he goes. Ball inside to Thompson. Comes across to Barnett. But no, it's just bits and pieces here. Here's Alex Marshall. Is he offside? No. And Green for the hat-trick. And that was a gift from Mount Pleasant. It's February now, but it seemed to be Christmas for Humble Lion, for they are giving out gifts here at the Catching All Sports Complex. And Daniel Green said thank you very much and takes the hat-trick to give Mount Pleasant a 5-0 lead here after 78 minutes. That was poor from Humble Lion. And the professional thing to do is score the goals when they are presented to you. And a lot of Christmas colors in that jersey of like Santa Claus here at the Catching All Sports Complex. And Mount Pleasant obliged. And Daniel Green got his hat-trick. 5-0 here. And we still have time to go. It could be ugly. Here comes Ming inside to McCullough, back to Ming. Now Irving. Still Irving, back to McCullough. Here comes Ming. So just playing around here, Mount Pleasant and Marshall. And referee says ball went out of play. So really not good stuff defensively here from Humble Lion. Really poor at this level. And playing a team in the form of Mount Pleasant, you will be punished. And punished they were. As 5-0 the scoreline here. And Mount Pleasant hungry for more. And all goals from the same place. When we line up this replay reel, all 3 goals from the same vicinity as James Thomas turns now. Plays the ball for Cleo Clark to run, but he won't get there. And 78 minutes by our watch. So many stoppages, so we still will wait to see what the referee will do as Chambers now goes long upfield, trying to find the run of Green. Green can't get there before Thompson rather. Here is Ming now to Alex Marshall. Marshall now trotting up the left side of the field, plays it inside, cut out by Campbell. But Sule McCullough maps up here for Mount Pleasant. Here is Ming, back to Pennycook. Pennycook controls, back to Chambers. Chambers under some pressure from Thomas. Now he will go long again to McCullough. Does well. Chips it over the head of the player. And now will he get it over the head of the next player? Yes. And good strength there shown by McCullough. Pennycook now goes cross field, finds Smith, but Neal does well. Dyer now comes across. And Dyer has been consummate, just doing the simple stuff. 1 and 2 touches as Harvey now turns out of 2 players and chips it across for the run of Smith. Smith now taking a while to control, but now he will get into his running. Here Smith inside the box, gets by one. No player there, just showing too much of the ball to the player. And Smith looks to be a very speedy player. Just a few strides there, the Montego Bay man, but couldn't get by the outstretched right leg of Thompson in the back there for Humble Lion. So 79 minutes, 5-0 the score. Irving now with a grounder, can't get it by the Humble Lion defense. Here comes Watson, the substitute, plays it now for the run of Cleo Clark. Cleo Clark now coming down the right hand side, still Cleo Clark inside. The former Gavi Massey man cut out now. Here comes Brian. Brian across to Stephen Barnett. Barnett now will turn, trying to find the pass, trying to go to Murray, and this one will run out. So they're just not connecting here, making it very easy for the Mount Pleasant team, as if they needed any help here tonight. And already with 5 goals and 10 minutes by our watch to go, plus any stoppages that referee Bar chooses to add. So here is throwing now with Brown. Brown inside. Watson makes a run outside. Brown comes back to Murray. Murray. Barnett. Cut out by Marshall. Here is Green. Does well. Keep possession. Being hounded by Campbell, but does well. Still Green. Now he gets by Campbell, but can't. Just the extra touch there should have made the pass. And Barnett now takes control. Plays it across to Thompson. Thompson now to Barnett. Here comes Barnett in the middle. Move from the number 9 position all the way to the 6. Comes across to as spectator here complaining that he doesn't want any more goals. And commentator laughing here as really poor stuff here in some stages from Humble Lion. And the referee has seen enough. Not sure if that's full time, but the referee says he has seen enough. And Mount Pleasant will leave this game at the top of the table with their 15th win in 16 games. Hat-trick from number 9, Daniel Green, who will be the man of the match. Alex Marshall came on to score in the second half. A left foot grounder, vintage Alex Marshall. And then the youngster, number 20, Jabari Howell, being greeted now by Coach Whitmore, the 16-year-old out of the academy, unleashed a shot from 27 yards out. Deflection, flew past Harrison goal. And at the final whistle, it's Humble Lion 0, Mount Pleasant 5. That's all she wrote here from the Catching All Sports Complex. Match day 26, Mount Pleasant FATV. Remember to like, subscribe and share. We'll see you on Thursday at Jack's Hall when Mount Pleasant takes on Chapelton Maroons. Thank you very much for watching.